welcome to another video here on the channel. In this video, I'm going to go through everything that has been revealed regarding the Matt Owies trade. I don't know if we call it the Matt Owies trade or the pick 3 trade, but Matt Owies has left the club. It's done. It's in the past now. I'm not going to spend too much time after this video talking about it, but I think just to round out the story, we actually finally heard from Matt Owies, and he broke his silence around everything that had happened, from leaving the club to the salary demand requests to what he was told by the club. And so what I want to do in this video is unpack the key quotes and I guess just finalize the story that is what happened with Matt Owies, because I think it's one that has obviously occupied our minds for the last couple of weeks. And I guess just to have total closure around everything. And it's good. Look, it's good to hear from Matt himself and what his side of the story is. So let's go through what happened. So when it comes to his departure, he said the following: "It's been a pretty stressful time for me over these last couple of weeks since the season ended. I absolutely loved playing for Carlton. It's something I'm going to miss. But over the last couple of weeks, it became clear that I was probably not going to end up there, and West Coast came knocking. I'm lucky to have landed there because I think it's an awesome fit for my future and the way I want to go about my football." Now, with respect to the salary demands that we saw were reported, I think it was last week, he said, "To be honest, I couldn't believe that came out. It probably was the cherry on top. I was pretty stressed in those moments, and when that one came out, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it must be nice," referring to being able to demand such a salary, "but it was definitely not something that I was going after. I just really wanted an opportunity where I felt valued and could be a part of something and build something. I had no idea where that came from, and it was definitely not true." So there you go. We all knew that. The scary part about that story, not scary, but actually no, it is scary, is I will go through comments on Instagram or Facebook or wherever, and I will see people still commenting about it like it's fact, saying, "Oh, good riddance. He asked for too much money. He overvalued himself." And it just goes to show another layer of how much a media report and a seed like that can be planted in a mind, and how much that seed can then grow and someone just takes it as fact. I've seen many people continue to refer to it as fact, which I think most of us knew it wasn't true, knew it couldn't have been true. But anyway, it is what it is. And then the final piece is around how it all unfolded. So he did say a few weeks ago, but this pertains to what happened during the year. "Probably halfway through the year, I got told about there being a list squeeze at the club and there not being many list opportunities there, and they needed some flexibility. That was sort of the story that I got told, and it ended up playing out that way. There just wasn't any room, and I was the unlucky one that was out of contract at the time. I'm not angry. I understand what they were going after this trade period. It's mixed emotions, obviously, and I'm sad to leave as I played my heart out for that club. But at the same time, it also opens up the door to do that at West Coast, and I'm really excited for what I can bring both on field and off field. I won't let them down." So that's that. Where this story goes, I don't know. I still call bullshit. The truth will come out. I just smell something is up. Maybe I'm being paranoid and I need to let it go. And I will let it go. This will be, unless the truth does come out and there's something more to it that does come out at a later time. It is what it is. I've got trust in Nick Austin and the team that they're making the decisions that are best suited to put the club in the best position to win premierships. And, at the end of the day, the reports were that we offered 12 and 14 for pick 3, and that was knocked back. And then we ended up doing 12 and 14 and Owies. And if Owies was the difference between us getting pick 3 and not getting pick 3, considering he was out of contract and could have walked there for nothing, then so be it. Fair enough. So I obviously wish him all the best. He was the first interview that I ever did on this channel. It's actually becoming a little bit grim with the interviews that we've done, or the early interviews anyway. Owies was the first one, And then it was Paddy Dow. They've both now gone. The third one was Tom De Koning. I don't want to put that out there, but I didn't actually video interview Tom. It was more of a written interview, so that might be the difference there. But no, look, Matt Owies has been a great servant of the club, a great story of development at the club in a time where we haven't had too many stories of development at the club, if we're being honest. And yeah, it's I wish him all the best. I think what I've noticed now, I mean, every day there's so much news and you haven't really had too much of a chance to reflect, but I was this morning, and I think what this off season will go down as showing us, or showing me anyways, that like we are getting serious. You know, some of these players that we've been holding on to for many years are gone. Tough calls we were told that tough calls were going to be made, and they have been. This is a tough call. A guy that's kicked 33 goals is not on the list anymore. And so bold moves are being made, whether you agree with them or disagree with them, they're being made. The reality is the judgment for these deals and the judgment for these swaps will ultimately be made in probably 10 or so years from now, when these careers of these draft picks have ended. And that's how it generally goes. So it's tough whether we agree or disagree. It's still happening. Like I said, I wish Matt Owies all the best. It's going to be weird seeing him tug his jumper for the West Coast Eagles, but I hope he goes well. And that's that. What do you think about these quotes? Do you still smell something else to the story, or is it just one of those things and he was just the unlucky one that was out of contract? See you in the comments, and we will see you later for the end of trade period for 2024.